This week on Gettin Deep, we had Jacob Smith, an entrepreneur who knows way more about computers and AI than I do. So we go deep into the connection between AI, computers, humans, and existence. Can you explain to me how a computer does anything considering it's just ones and zeros?
Good question.
Because this cooks me so often.
Yeah, like it's funny you say that. I'll go to something and I'll come back to it. I learned the other day how image recognition works.
Yep.
Right. So watching a psychology lecture probably 10 years ago, and they're talking about how neurolinguistic programming, which is what we use for computers
NLP,
now.
So that's used for computers now as well.
Yeah. So it's not neurolinguistic programming. It's natural language processors.
Okay.
Same acronym. Always get them confused. Basically, the way it works is
that natural
language processing.
Okay,
So what it does is it mimics the way your brain works. So there's like a node, and then from the node it then goes to synapses and then spreads out, right?
Yep.
So we're talking about 10 years ago, we couldn't even recognize a face to like a 3-year-old. Where if we look these days, you can actually, as I'm sure you've seen, it can see everything.
Oh, it knows exactly who you are and how fast you blink, and then it can tell if you're sad or not. Yeah.
Yes.
Just like a normal brain.
Yeah, exactly. So a couple of weeks ago, just to nearly finish off my course, we learned how computers see, and it sees in ones and zeros. And that's the crazy part. And that's why I wanted to bring it back to it. Like, if it's looking at like a teddy bear or something, it breaks each part of it down and then breaks the part of it down even more. So like if it's looking at the eye will be broken down into like, say, 36 little parts. And then each pixel gets like a 0, 1, 0 into like 36 little spots.
Yeah.
And then the zeros and ones then show what color it is.
Yeah, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's nuts. But
I've been like, how can... Because technically it's like a yes or no, right? Like a 0 and 1 is like a yes or a no. I'm like, how can you just say yes or no infinitively until it's somehow we have the world?
Yeah. Well, if you think about it though, like yes or no, 36 different times you're gonna be like 1, 1, 1, 1. You know, and so there's a lot of possibilities. But then it does it at a pixel level. So by the time you get back to the teddy bear, we're talking about like a million or 1.5 million computations just for it to be able to see one little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so zeros and ones, someone's just very smart that came up with that, man.
But yeah, like it's like I think of it in the way of the original question has to be zeros and ones too then, right?
Yeah.
So how is communicated zeros and ones as like an electrical signal?
Yeah, similar. So when you write something, for example, ChatGPT, there's this thing called tokenization. So what actually happens is for two reasons. Firstly, it tries to compact what you've said into the littlest amount of data possible, because obviously data is expensive.
Yeah.
Right? And then on top of that, each letter has its own binary format.
Yeah.
So it then gets the letters in and then de-tokenizes it when it gets to the other side, reads it, and then sends it through again. So it's...
I'm still lost.
The
more I read about how a computer works, the more I'm like, no, that should not work.
Yeah, this is my least favorite part of what I do.
Because it's like the most... It literally doesn't seem like it should work.
Yeah, and it's interesting, but it's so boring to do as well.
Boring because it's like, I don't feel like anyone's truly got an answer. I kind of feel like computers are so alien that someone was like, hey, yeah, if it's just going to go off and on, right? And then it will give you the answer. And then they're like, all right, so if we just make it go off and on faster and faster, then it can do more. And you're like, yeah.
It's funny, you know where it started?
No.
It started with punch cards. That's why it was ones and zeros. So when a computer first started, when they had those computers that were big as a room, they had punch cards. So all they could have was a hole or not a hole.
Yeah.
And that's how it's grown off of it.
But even that is like, how do you fucking... I imagine like, I'll look in a video game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
That is a world.
Yeah.
A complete world.
Yep.
Ones and zeros.
Yeah.
And why the fuck aren't we ones and zeros?
Who's to say we're not?
Or I'm borderline there. Especially like, this is why I mentioned about quantum mechanics before.
Yeah.
Because quantum mechanics, when it's like quarks and planks or whatever the fuck it is, that's just on off. But like, you can't, like it is constantly on and off until you look at it.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to make, like quantum computers. And I was like, how the fuck can you control something that is uncontrollable? But they believe in like 4 years. They're like, we're going to have quantum computers in 4 years.
Yeah, well, we were looking at it last night because we were going through just kind of how ChatGPT was built, kind of the cost of running a model just once.
Yeah.
And then kind of where we'd go from quantum computers. So like, it cost $100 million for one training set for ChatGPT
100 mil.
for it to do one train.
Jesus. What, to just like scrape the internet and fill itself up?
Similar, yeah.
Yeah.
$100 million.
Why? Just the power it generates to do it.
Yeah, because I think, don't quote me on the number, but I think it has like 600 NVIDIA GPUs.
Yeah. Some wild shit.
Yeah,
like then the top end ones.
And like the
which are
toppest of the top of the top.
Yeah.
So just the amount of power consumption is just...
fucked.
Yeah. And we were talking about last night, like uni last night, we were talking about how, a lot of us have the fundamental understanding on how to build an AI model, but we just don't have enough money.
Yeah. Like, how to make it happen, but it's who's going to fund the cunt.
Yeah. It's like you could make a model and it's not going to be anywhere near as good because you don't have $100 million to do per train.
Yeah. And I think it's also you've got to cool it on top of that, right?
Yeah.
Because them things just heat up like fuck.
Yeah. And then you've also got to have servers that keep all the data.
That hold it all.
Yeah.
Which is just another bullshit amount of money again.
Yeah. And like one of the craziest things they ever talked about was like if you look at the amount of data we've created in the last 14 years. So if you imagine pre-14 years ago, all the data we'd ever create in the world was, let's say, one standard size sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Right? And the amount of data we have now, it's that sheet of paper, you turn it into books, and then all of the trees in the Amazon rainforest make the paper. And then you then cut that down and fill all the oceans with all the pieces of paper.
Yeah.
And then we might be 1/10 of the way there.
Yeah, it's monstrous.
Yeah. So like just the amount of, well, everyone does data now. Like you walk around.
Your phone.
It's
collecting everything.
Watch on that corrects how many steps I take or this. Everything.
Yeah. Well, like Google Maps just tracks your whole thing. I remember the first time I found that, it was just like, I could just go back and look at where I've been every day for the last year.
Yeah.
What, cunt?
Yeah.
You just been taking that?
Every step of the way.
Yeah.
It's like even now they have like a thing where it's like, do you want to remember where you parked your car? How did you even know I was driving?
By the speed you're going.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Well, sometimes as I was going to say.
It's like you were riding a bike, you were driving a car, you were walking. You're like, how do you know that I wasn't running?
Yeah. Well, my watch...
But it somehow will know if you're running as opposed to riding a bike. And you're like, motherfucker, what's going on here?
My watch the other day, we went to the dogs for a walk and it was like, you forgot to put on that you were walking. I'm like, okay.
I'm sorry, boss. I didn't realise I had to tell you. You should just know, cunt.
Yeah, so I was like, we created a walking exercise for fuck's sake. My language.
So, on the idea of AI, because that's what you're studying mostly, AI and MI.
Yep.
What do you think about how fucked the workforce is going to be for AI? And do you think it's a bad thing or a good thing?
I see the question a lot more philosophical than probably most people. So I think the ultimate goal for us is to be able to have systems that work for us, that give us freedom to spend time with our family and do things we want to do, right? So I think AI has the ability to allow us to get to a point where we don't have to work 5 days a week just to keep society going, right? Which is fantastic. Like if we could get to a point where the average person only has to work 2 days a week to keep a society running, like how awesome would that be?
Oh, mate, I fucking don't even like normal jobs.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Why do they even exist?
You know what I mean? So, like, I think it has the opportunity to do that.
How do you, I think for me, I go, how do you explain to the normal person that thinks having a job is great, that they now don't have to work? And what are you going to do with your life? Because there's an Alan Watts question video, you've probably seen it, which is, if money was no object, what would you do with your life? And people struggle to answer that question. I've asked that question to so many people. And they're like,
I think a big part of that comes from us living in a capitalist society. Like we're so indoctrined to
work
every single day, go to work for feed for the society, go to work, do this, go to work, do this. But I agree. Like I love working as well. Like,
but you could work on something you love versus working on something for money.
Yes. Or you could do hobbies, or you could find a passion, or you could
working on a hobby is work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you could find all these things. So yeah, the first part of the question, like it could have this opportunity where it creates a society that, you know, creates a lot more freedom.
Yeah.
Which would be fantastic. Secondly, if it stays capitalist though, it could really make a huge dent in people's financial income, because you'll have people like retail workers or people who work at fast food or all that type of stuff that will be out of jobs.
Oh, yeah. But it's not been long before we've got an automated Macca's.
There's one already.
We're very close.
There's one already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been calling it for years. Every time there's like a new little thing at Macca's, I'm like, he's doing it.
Like, as horrible as it sounds, I thought it was quite funny because what happened was the workers went on strike at this McDonald's. And from a business owner,
I was like, dude, we don't care.
Yeah, basically, yeah. They went on strike and they're like, all right, they shut it down for a week, came back and it was fully automated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Twist that.
nailed it. Which one?
Just twist the mic back. Yeah, right that. There you go. And then if you want to retwist it, undo that. And then tighten it. There we go. Sorry, someone must have fucking twisted it a bit.
Bastards.
We're not going to cut that deal that you can't. The mic fell over. We're back now. It's fixed.
But yeah, like a fully automated McDonald's. So, you know, a lot of people did lose work there. And there's going to be so many other things that will happen with.
Oh, dude. One of my favourite things was when they first sprang out the self-service checkouts at Woolies and shit. People are like, no, you have to go to the person that gives them a job. And I'm like, they have the worst job.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
why do you want to, like, that person needs to find out that job doesn't exist so they can go and do something better.
Yeah.
Because if they just continue doing that, they're in the money trap. And they're going, fuck, I hate being here, but I need money to survive.
And they don't want to take a risk.
Yeah, well, they don't know how to either.
Yep.
And sometimes you've got to be fucking chucked in the water to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
And that's what's got to happen to some of these people. So you can be like, hey, man, you're losing your life. Like, you're going to die at Woolies.
Yeah. It's, bro. Like, I couldn't think of anything worse.
I fucking would kill myself very fast. No, I wouldn't, because I know that there's other options. But, like, it's just like a job. I've done dumb jobs. And you're there and going, no, but this is not who I am. I'm not fucking doing this.
There's people who've worked at Woolies for like 30 years, man.
Oh.
And like,
retire at Woolies, dude.
I'm not saying like it's a bad company. Like there's obviously...
Yeah, but it's just a job that doesn't give you anything.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't give you true life. Like, if you've been in a near fucking death accident, you'll be like, why am I working at Woolies?
Yeah.
Why? I'm just here making just enough money to make sure I can go home and have a roast dinner tonight. Like, fucking sick, man.
And all I'm doing is bagging people's groceries and letting them give me cash.
And you feel okay with it. Like, that's the problem, is you get stuck in feeling okay with it when you're a
Some
human
people
being.
seem like they enjoyed the job, and it's like, why?
I think you force yourself to enjoy it. Like, you don't want to be depressed.
Yeah.
You
Well,
don't want to be there going, fucking, this sucks. You want to be there like, yeah, I'm getting it done so I can go watch Netflix tonight or whatever. Like, trick yourself into thinking it's good. I've tricked myself into thinking jobs are good.
Of course.
But it doesn't last, because I think I'm just like, I know that suffering is worth it. You can suffer for a bit, you get better.
Yeah. And it's always about growth, man. Like, as I was telling you about, off the mic, like, at the end of the day, you want to try to learn something every day.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how you become a better person.
Well, if you're not growing, you are dying.
Yeah.
I have this thought so fucking often. I'm like, man, if I don't experience something new, I'm probably just going to get cancer and die.
Yep.
Like, if your body is going like, what good are you to me, cunt? You're fucked. You're useless. Thanks for listening so far. The podcast isn't over. I just wanted to interrupt because I want you to buy a ticket to one of my shows. This year at Fringe, I've got a show called The Violators with Chad Von Chad, David Morgan Brown, and Gareth Knight. It is going to be the most vile comedy show of all of Fringe, hopefully in all of Australia. So if you want to come to that, we're on the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of January at 10:15 at the Cheeky Sparrow. The link will be in the description to get tickets to that. If you don't want to come to that, but you do want to see me do comedy, I have a one-night-only solo show on the 7th of February at 9 p.m. in Freo at Ronnie Knight's. It's inside the festival. In the festival, there'll be a link in the description. Make sure you buy tickets on February 7th at 9 p.m. Any of the other tickets will lead you to somebody else's show. Check the link out, buy a ticket, and let me know if you're coming. I'm gonna chuck a weird idea at you, all right? If you of the idea that we could possibly be in a simulation.
Yep.
And we have our five senses. We have like taste, touch, sense, hearing, sight. Like whatever. There's the fifth one. I think I missed
Smell.
one.
Yep.
Smell. There we go. Always forget that one. Sound to me is the same as touch, because your ears are a feeling.
Yep. Fair.
That just sense the fucking sound wave difference. Taste. Possibly touch as well. Your tongue's just developed different things to touch things in a different way.
Apparently your taste is just your smell, majority of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then smell is obviously particles touching things where it's sensing them differently, right? So they're all the same thing. We've all just got this like sense. But there's one that is like no one really thinks about, which is what I think is the sixth sense, which is the sense of thought, right?
Like consciousness or?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know if consciousness is ours or if we just collect it, right? And I've got this fun idea where we are just characters in a video game.
Yep.
Every human being is a character in a video game. No one's the main character, but no one has a single player either.
Yep.
There's multiple players in every human, right? So you know, people that get schizophrenia,
Multiple, yeah.
they just hear the multiple players differently, right?
Yep.
But you sense thought as it is. And if it was just, there's just like these multidimensional alien beings, whatever the fuck you want to call them, there's like 10 players per character, and they're like, we've just got to feed it thoughts, right?
Yep.
And if we can feed it thoughts, and we can try and get it on our goal. So like, say one of them, their goal is like, oh, I've got to get that cunt to live to 100.
Yep.
And then another one's like, I've got to get it to kill itself by 30.
Yep.
And it's like, they've just got these like crazy, like how many happy points can I make it? Like, and obviously they'd have all the data because time doesn't exist or whatever.
Giant game of The Sims.
Yeah. Oh, but like
extreme.
But it's per person. Because there could be like infinite fucking multidimensional beings that are never going to die.
Yep.
And they're just like, hey, we've got 10 per person. There's 8 million people. Who gives a fuck? And they could be like, oh, we've all got a hand in like these little monsters over here too. We can get like that shark. We'll give that some shit. We'll give this snail some stuff.
Like if you never died, you'd be get very bored. So it makes...
Well, so you've got to put limitations on things.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do as humans, even as like if we want to play a game, we know that there's a challenge there. So we go, oh, I'm going to play this because it's hard. That we literally pretend to be people in things to do something.
We create sports because we don't want to just run around with no purpose.
Yeah, because that's boring. So there's got to be a challenge. So why wouldn't they do the same? Eat whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
That's my fun little... And I'm like, but the more I look at a computer and go, I don't think anyone can explain to me how 1 zeros actually works.
Mate, it gets crazier and crazier all the time, especially when we're looking at like, we're building AI now, just like human synapses work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that's all we are. We're just synapses.
And if we can create it, then why can't we be created in the same process?
And if you look at it, all the idea of the AI, like its whole goal is just to get more data. And if you think about it, that's what we do. Every day we just want more experiences.
Yeah. Well, that's honestly, I'm like, if you don't get them, you're going to die.
Yeah.
Like, what if that was... I go to this funny thought where, like, I tell cunts I'm God. I'm like, I am God. And everyone here is just here to teach me shit.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, that could be it.
It very well could be.
What if the NPCs, which is like normal people, are here to make it so it's like, hey, you don't feel like you're actually God? Because if you felt like a God, it'd be boring.
Sometimes I do think some people are NPCs.
I've met some and I'm like, please prove me wrong. Just to show me there's something more going on. Please. There's no way you're getting to this 50-year-old state like this. There's no way, dude. Please fucking prove me wrong. I would love it. I would love to like pinpoint some cunt that I've seen for many years and be like, what do you got going on?
Yeah, I completely agree.
Like, can I just extract 20 thoughts from you that are your own?
No.
And watch them just fucking seize up and die?
Yep.
It's so painful, man. Even like friends of mine where I'm like, man, write down 50 goals. Just do it.
Yep.
Don't do it. And you're like, if you can't write down what you want to do with your life,
You ain't going anywhere. Yep.
what are you going to do?
There's a reason they say like putting your goals on paper. That's half the battle.
It's not even a battle. It's like, do you want to do shit?
Yeah.
Like, you could write, drink water today. And that's a goal.
Done.
You're like, all right, that wasn't that hard. But if you can't even write like one thing you want to do, like, oh no, I've got them in my head. It's like, I don't think you do.
No. People get very good at lying to themselves.
Yeah. That to me, I'm like, if you can't write it, like, if just prove me wrong. Everyone, if you're listening, prove me wrong, please. I got to turn this GoPro back on. It's so painful. I mean, that makes me go like, man, there is this point of where like, maybe it's all just a test.
I do, man. I think some people get stuck in...
Well, society obviously tries to trap everyone.
Yeah, and I think it happens, man. I think you have like 3 points. Like 1 point, you get stuck in regression, which is like when people get depressed, they don't want to move forwards and they just kind of retract back to the way they used to be.
I don't even know if it's the way they used to be. I think it's just a point of nothingness.
Yeah, true. Well, I think that's the next part, right? So the next part is like this contentment. So people are content with what they do. They don't want to grow. They don't want to do anything. They're just happy being what they are.
That I would put that above depression.
Yes, that's what I mean. So that's slightly the next step, right? But I think sometimes that could be worse.
Because for me, depression seems like helplessness sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like...
At least you know you're depressed.
Yeah, but if you like, I can't do anything about it, you're like, you've just given up. That's helplessness.
Yeah, see, I actually think the contentment's worse. Like when you're depressed, don't get me wrong, it might take...
You're like, I'm unhappy with this.
At least you're unhappy with the situation. I think the issue is like, when we talk about people at Woolworths, right, like we were talking about before, you get some people that get stuck in that contentment, don't want to make any changes, and then they get stuck in the same place for 50 years.
Yeah.
I'd rather be depressed for 3 weeks than stuck in the same place for 50 years.
What about depressed for 50 years?
That's not a good point.
That happens too.
Yeah, well, I guess that's contentment, right?
Because they're like, trick themselves into thinking it's okay.
Yeah, but
which I guess
that's when
to
you
a degree it is if they believe it. But that makes me feel like you don't have much going on in their head. Like, I think it's a lot of people. You do like people are like, I drink so I don't have to think.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to stop the one thing that makes you do?
Yeah.
Like, why are you trying to stop that going? For me, it's like I couldn't drink every day.
No.
Because at the end of the day, I'm thinking about some fucking weird shit.
But at least I'm thinking.
Well, it's like that's what I like to.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it's like I go that, if I can think up something better than a movie, then it's like, why would I be like, no, don't do that. Don't stop that. Or it's like, or if I'm thinking about some shit that's fucked up. It's like it's happened in the past where I'm like, man, that's really bullshit that happened. But it's like, oh, but now I can learn from that. Like, I can go, this sucks. Let's not let that happen anymore.
I think, man, I think you're completely right. Like, I think the idea of just numbing yourself and not thinking and not doing things is horrible because you never grow. You sit there and you get stuck, and then you get stuck on that point in life.
Yeah, well, it's like you kind of like trick yourself into it. And it's like society's aim to trick yourself into it. I also think, going on the side of computers, right? When you look at how a computer chip is made, it's very lineal is probably the word I'm going to look at. Like lines and lines and lines and lines and lines in like crosshatches so it can kind of go through a little process. Because that's what it does, right? That's how it's...
Of course, yeah.
In tiny little fucking... I've seen someone like do some... Zoom in.
Yeah, so basically that's what your cores are. So it's I3, I5, I7.
Yeah.
They're just one of those dots. Right, yeah.
But even inside the fucking dots is like a fucking crosshair of a street, like a map from a fucking above. When you look at a system of streets from above, you go like, ooh, looks like a computer chip. You're like, that's fucked up. I'm like, man, are we just fucking power generators for multidimensional beings? Is that what's going on?
It's possible.
The more you don't think, the more they're like, yes, we can suck the brain. Like I just go, that's what it looks like in a computer chip, and it's zeros and ones. And we can recreate our world inside a game.
It's interesting. We were just talking about how ChatGPT, it costs so much because it uses so much power.
Yeah. And then we're just the generators. We're fucking generators power. Because I mean, if you could go, I was trying to think about this thing last night, and it was so, I have these fucking thoughts that I can't word. Like it's like I'm trying to get it. It's not even like picturing it. It's like I've got this idea, but I just do not know how to explain it to anybody else. I'm like, this is fucked. But it's like, I'm going to fucking preface this. I am not a Nazi in any way. All right?
Let me just start with that.
Okay, we're going to start there because I'm going to talk about a swastika and how weird it is.
Yep.
Right? Because a swastika is essentially 2 lines by 4. It's 4 boxes. And if you were to put 1 line in each of those boxes, they become boxes, right? Which is like an on-off. So it's like, and it's just one. Like they're just L's, okay? Think of it as L's. That's where I was thinking of one part of a swastika. And I was like, but if you went 1 L in every direction, you get a swastika.
Yep.
And if you were to take 1 line away or put 1 line on, it becomes a box or an open flow. And it's like that shit would be inside computers, just like if everything turned off or everything turned on, it'd be looking like that. And I was like, is this just like they were like, hey, you're all robots, put this symbol out there because that's an ancient symbol.
Yeah.
Not just taken over by the Nazis.
Yeah, the Hindu symbol of whatever it is.
Oh, dude.
And before that, Mesopotamian.
It's all over the world.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why did everyone have that same one? And it's just like, it is very simple to draw, but it's like, but so's 0, 1. So's on, off. Is we all just fucking, are we just computer chips? We just look a bit better because we perceive things differently.
So do we look better or is that just a choice?
Well, I mean, that's our perception of it, right? And that's just how we fucking interpret the electrical signals that everything in the fucking world.
Well, yeah, it's the same. Like, I'm not actually seeing you. I'm seeing bounces of light, that then create you.
Yeah, or where the light's been sucked in. You're like, what reflects out of my fucking skin? But even that's just energy being absorbed by other energy.
Yeah. Yes, as a nose, yeah.
Yeah. Fucked. Cooks me. I'm killing myself with this.
I think the crazy thing about it is, like, no matter how smart we get as a society, we'll never know.
I don't know, man. I'm at this point where I'm like, if we can create AI that's smart enough to beat us, maybe that can somehow figure out how to get 4-dimensional.
Yep.
Like, it might just be a matter of perception.
Yep.
Because our senses is what we perceive now. And yes, we are length time, width time, height, so that makes us 3-dimensional. And I was saying another thing, people were like, no, time's a dimension. I'm like, no.
Time's an abstract concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if time exists at this point.
Yep.
So, I honestly had here's a thought. If everything in the universe never dies, like energy never dies, right?
Yep.
Nothing new can be reproduced ever.
Yep.
Everything is just chemicals bonding and unbonding in every form.
Yep.
Like when we die, our bodies just dissipate into the earth because the chemical bonds between the earth extracting bits from us.
Yep.
Same as if you're fucking welding a fucking bit of metal together. You use a different bit of fucking metal and heat.
And it bonds it, yeah.
To the chemical bonds. Same as like fucking Pepsi and Coke. They're literally just water bonded.
With some sugar.
Yeah, but that's because you chemical together, it bonds.
Yep.
And that's everything. Everything in the whole world is a chemical bond, which is just energy in a different format. So what? I forgot what I was going to say. What if everything already exists? That's right. If everything already exists, it's just a matter of things swapping between each other.
That's what it is. Like, I read something one day that said that the water you drink has probably been through another 16 people.
Yeah, pissed out, filtered, and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why everyone needs a water filter on their house. So if you want a complete home water filter, check my links in the description. I don't have the link in there yet. It's coming up soon. We are still drinking bottled water, but soon we will not be drinking bottled water. We'll be drinking water from my tap that is being filtered through complete home water filtration. There you go. You got an ad early, guys.
Oh, gotta love the ads.
Yeah, well, look, got a deal going with them. I'm getting a water filter on the house, and if anyone wants to buy it through the podcast, they get a deal.
Love it.
Yeah. I was like, I want water. Good water.
Man, some of those come out disgusting.
The filters?
Yeah.
Bro, black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucked. It is wild. That's what we're drinking.
I found out the other day that some of the water pipes, like the main water pipes, are still made of asbestos.
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Like-
But asbestos isn't bad until you crack it.
Asbestos isn't bad until you get a fibre. And do you know how it kills you?
Yeah. It's the fibers go into your lung and then just spread like fucking wildfire. It's literally like someone sparks a fucking light in the bush.
No, the fibers get into your lungs, right? And the reason asbestos is so dangerous is because it's so strong.
Yeah.
So what happens is you get a foreign body into your lung, whatever it might be, and then your white blood cells go to kill it.
And they can't kill it.
But it's too strong, so they can't kill it. So it just keeps eating away.
Yeah.
So the reason that we use it and the reason it kills you is exactly the same.
Makes sense. But it's literally like, it's them fibers. So if you've got an asbestos fence, as long as you don't punch the cunt.
And don't eat it. It's not good for you.
That's just retarded. It's like, someone done that before?
My dad always talks about how he likes to put it on his cereal.
Jesus. He's trying to die.
I think so.
Like, I'm sick of this shit. Punch the fence. Fucking, it's like salt.
Put it on his Wheaties.
Yeah, salt, wine, sugar, whatever. No, I put salt in your Weet-Bix, cunts. That'll fucking harden you up.
That's one way to do it.
I have put salt in a pancake thinking it was sugar before.
Oh.
That was rough. I actually had 2 bites too.
Yeah.
So like, I used to literally just make pancakes and just like fucking mountain sugar in it and then roll it up. I took one bite and I was like, no, that tastes really salty, not sugary. That's not right. And I was like, better check again. The second one, I was like, oh, no, this is fucked.
Need a new experience.
Then I looked where it come from and I was like, oh, dude, who's putting salt in the sugar container like this? Like, why are you doing that? Who's doing spoonfuls of salt in anything, you cunts?
Yeah, true.
What psychopath in this house has fucked this up this bad?
Spoonfuls of salt.
Dude, it was literally like, a sugar container.
Yeah.
Salt. I was like, cunt, man, you're an asshole whoever did that. Just trying to fuck with you. You know I was going to make pancakes today, you cunts.
It's probably you as well.
Definitely wasn't me. Definitely was not me. I was young when that happened. I was still a teenager. I wasn't putting salt or sugar in anything. I was just trying to get shit out of the house. So on the idea of AI again, right?
Yep.
Like, do you think we can get it to a point where it's smarter than people, or do you think there is limited capabilities? Do you think it can only be can only learn what we do, or do you think?
What do you mean smarter than people?
Like,
because it's already smarter than people.
Oh yeah, smarter than a person.
Yeah.
But I mean, as people on like humanity on a whole, where it can develop its own intelligence beyond us. You know what I mean? Like, so like we can keep trying to figure out some shit, but we're limited by whatever shit. Like we can't. Well, I shouldn't say we can't, but I don't think we will ever be able to perceive truly what four-dimensional shit is without some kind of divine intervention.
So like machine learning, which is the other part of what I do, that is kind of part of what you asked, right? So if we look at a data set, like let's say we have 1 million records, you can run a machine learning algorithm at the top of it and it will learn from the data that's in front of it.
Yeah.
It will then grow and develop itself.
Yeah. But will it, do you think it will surpass humanity on a whole?
Yes.
It definitely, like, that's it. You're very confident that answer, yeah.
Yeah. I think currently like 480 of the top 500 companies are using AI every single day.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised if it's all 500.
Yeah.
Like, every cunt.
Yep.
If you're not using it, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I see it. I think you're this is like when fucking the internet came out and people are like, why would you use that? We've got newspapers. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. You are seriously retarded. Like, it works. And
it's nuts.
It bypasses shit so fast. Like, if you've ever had a concept of an idea where you're like, man, I'd really love to try and make that drawing, the only other way you had before AI was telling someone you knew who was an artist
to do it, yeah.
And they could not draw it one way, and then you go, that's nowhere near what I wanted. And then they're going to be like, fuck you.
Have you seen Midjourney before?
Yeah, I've used Midjourney.
Yeah.
Dude, I literally just make up fucking cooked ideas. I'm like, make this happen.
Nuts. And then it's like, oh, I like that, but not quite. And then it like makes 5 or 6 different versions of the one that you liked. It's just...
Well, you can literally say, hey, this part isn't right.
Yeah.
Change that. And then it will just, you're like, oh, that's way closer. And you can literally, tiny little changes to get it to where you want.
I have a app that I'm about to bring out. And one of the things is like an AI image editor.
Yeah.
It is nuts. Like it is...
Is it just like you put an image in and then it filters it and you can get it to change whatever you want?
Everything. So like, for example, I take a photo of us, but I don't want you in the photo. I just crop you out and I can replace you, let's say, with a fish. And I write, replace this with a fish, and it replaces you with a fish.
There's fucking so much shit doing that now.
Yeah, but it's like...
Much better.
It's nuts.
Sick. I will enjoy that.
Like, it's gonna be good.
And how exactly do you go about making an app like that? Like, what is the process? You come up with the idea, obviously.
Yep.
And you go, all right, AI, do this. Is it a matter of just saying to the AI, can you make me an app that does this, and then it just writes you the code?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
So, like, one of the issues that I think with AI is its coding capability still isn't that great. And what I mean by that, it can definitely make code, but at the end of the day, AI is still just a mathematical model, which is, it's hard to perceive, but that's all it is.
That's what a fucking computer is too.
Right, that's all it is. It's just this mathematical model. And the way that it works is it works on like a standard distribution curve. So when it comes to...
Standard distribution curve?
Yeah.
Cool.
So when it comes to coders, you have a lot of people that are really bad at coding and you have some people that are really good, right? So then if you look at the curve, most of it's down here.
Yeah.
Rather than up here. So what happens, it takes a lot of the code from the average mean.
Dog shit.
Which is bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So then it will produce crap code because it's using that instead of producing the good code because most of them are bad. Okay, yeah.
So like, not saying that you wouldn't use it to code. So like I could...
well, you can still modify it, right?
Correct.
Like you can just send it back and be like, nah, cunt, that's wrong.
Correct. It's still way faster for me to be like, hey, do this with this, with this, with this, no, you made a mistake here, do this, than it is for me to write it myself.
But you still kind of need to understand code.
Correct.
Because that's what I was like, oh yeah, I can use AI to make me this. And I started and I was like, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, I
had no clue. I was like, I want a website. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, I want you to build me a website. Send me. And then I put it in the thing and it came out not working. And I was like, hey, that didn't work.
And you're like, how do I fix it? Yeah.
Yeah. Just no problem solving. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Well, that's exactly right. Like, I can write code in probably 5 languages at the moment. And the last time I actually wrote code was quite a while ago.
Because you just know how to put that in. But you know how to read it so you can...
Yes, and I know what's wrong with it. So, like, when it makes a mistake, you're like, oh, no, fix the pipeline. Oh, no, fix this. Oh, no, fix this. And then it will do it for you.
Yeah. How long did it take you to learn the first code language? Like
the first one, a long time.
Yeah. Well, that's obviously like learning a new language.
Yeah, the first one took me ages, and it was HTML, which is not even considered to be a code.
It's just fucking website pages.
Yeah. But that actually took me ages, and then from that,
How long ago was that?
10 years.
Yeah. Was that like MySpace era? You're like, I got to get a good MySpace page.
I got to do it.
Because I learned a little bit of code back then.
Yep.
From that.
I think
Completely out the window now.
Oh yeah.
Because that was where you'd go to a website. Sorry for any cunt that doesn't even know what MySpace is.
I don't know if that was more than 10 years ago at this point. Eh?
It's definitely 20 years ago. It's definitely 20. But whatever. 20 years ago, you can learn how prehistoric art computers were. Like, because you'd modify your page.
Yep.
And it'd be like, you would go to a website and be like, oh, this is what the page would look like. And then you'd copy the code and you'd paste the code into a thing on MySpace and it would change all your background and all your fucking little tokens and your noises and all your shit going on. I remember like, fuck, I don't get this to a bit.
It's funny you say that. Like I got super annoyed the other day because I built a website for my new company.
Yeah.
And I built it from scratch, right? So I built it with HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Wrote it all up. Took me, 3 hours, right? Because I just got AI to do it. And then I went to post it. Oh, yeah, cool. And then I went to post it, and the marketing platform I used didn't allow you to create custom websites. So then I had to do WordPress. Oh. And I find WordPress harder than building a website from scratch.
Yeah, because it's like you've got to click and choose and do all that shit. It's
other people, obviously, they find it fucking easy.
Well, because it's made to be easy.
Yeah.
Because it's literally like click and drag shit.
Yeah, but I struggled. And it took me, I only finally yesterday figured out how to do stuff with it. But it's like...
It's so much slower. If you know how to code, it's way slower.
Yeah, and like even when you want to fix something, it's like, okay, how do I fix this? Oh, I've got to go to advanced. I've got to go to this. I've got to go to this, and then I've got to click this button. And rather than if I was to do it in code, it'd be like
copy what's wrong.
Yeah, Jim would say fix it.
Yeah, yeah. So how did you kind of go from here's the idea, I know what I want, so you kind of know what you have to tell the GPT to make.
Yep.
To then go and put it together yourself, kind of thing, or you make it put it together.
I put it together myself, but yeah, you can basically ask it. I knew what I wanted, and then you just ask for little bits of it.
Yeah.
Right? As you were saying earlier, like a lot of it's just API. It pulls from this, pulls from this, pulls from this. There's a really cool product that's coming out, not mine.
For anyone listening, what is an API?
Okay, so to put it in layman's terms, what it is, it's like a passcode that gets sent from a computer to be able to use someone else's software.
Yeah.
Right? So if I wanted to do something and you have a pen, right, and I wanted to use your pen, it's me sending you a confirmation that it's okay to use your pen, and then you send it back to me.
Yeah.
Right?
That was a really good way to explain it. That was better than I would have done.
I lost my train of thought there. But yeah, there's a really cool product coming out. I don't know if this is off topic a little bit, but I think it's going to change the way that we do AI. And I'm really excited for it. I've just been starting to learn it now. There's a company called Crew AI that have come up with it. So currently what we have is we have this one model, or like we use many models, but we only use one model at a time. What Crew AI has done is it's allowed you to create agents, which we had before, which is like this person does this person does this, person does this. But what it's added like a hierarchical mode. So it allows you to have a manager that's a ChatGPT bot or a cloud bot or whatever it might be, and then it then tells what each other bot to do. And then each bot sends it back to it, and it goes, oh, no, it's not good enough. And then it does its own quality control. It does its own project management.
Is this the same as Sinatra? Have you seen that?
Yeah, so the difference between Sinatra and this, Sinatra is just the agents. So Sinatra has agents that's good at copywriting or good at this and good at that.
So it's like the boss of the agents.
Yeah, so...
People are fucked.
Yeah. So Crew AI.
I see this shit and you just go, you got no job, cunt. There's literally little people they're selling online that are computers that can do your job, people.
Yeah, when I used it the other day, it took me a while to get used to it, but God, it's nuts. Because the crazy thing about it is when you use it, you can get it to print out what it's thinking. And like, I couldn't help myself.
Yeah. So you like, what are you saying? How do you get there? And then you can see how it gets there.
Yeah. So it's like on the command prompt, you see it write out instructions to like the bots, and then the bots write out instructions back to it. And it's just nuts.
You're watching two non-humans
talk to each other. Yep.
And solve problems better than fucking actual humans.
You even could. Yeah. I got it to make a website in 7 minutes.
God damn.
It was just like,
that is wild.
Mate.
That's fucked.
Yeah. So like when it gets popular, and the thing about it, it's not like GPT. You can't just go in there and be like, hey, do this. You've got to actually code it together and that type of stuff. But I think when people get good at it, it's going to change a lot of things.
Well, it's deleting human pointlessness.
Yeah.
Like basic, like, I think it's quite funny how like AI started and it pretty much ruined creative shit for people. People are like, whoa, my art is fucked.
Yeah, you see like there's people suing and stuff because
because it's their likeness.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in saying that, like, I still think that, you might get something in likeness, but if you like someone's style, you're still going to be like, hey, I want that person's thing. Like, I know they made that.
Have you done things like that, though? Have you gone on...
in the early days when DALL-E 2.
Yep.
When it was like before they started fucking faggotizing it, where it's just fucked. Like, I was like, make something in Alex Gray. And it was giving me shit that looked like Alex Gray's fuck. I was like, this is dope. Yeah. Like, you could get shit that looked like fucking Salvador Dali. Yeah. It would look similar. You're like, this is dope.
Yeah, that was a friend of mine's a lecturer, and they really like poetry. Yeah. And they were basically on ChatGPT not long ago, and they were asking it to write poems in the way of their favourite poets, and they couldn't. Won't do it anymore. They couldn't tell. No, they would. They couldn't even tell the difference.
Oh, so they're still doing it?
Yeah.
Because I used to get it to write shit as Hunter S. Thompson as well. Yeah. I used to be like, hey, write me this letter that I would write, but do it in the term of Hunter S. Thompson. And they would, and I was like, this is wild. Yeah. I think there's going to be an ethical boundary there sooner or later. I think if you're passing it off as your own work, you're a dickhead. Yeah. Like, fuck off. Because then you're pointless. Like, you're deleting yourself from the equation if you're doing that. So don't bother. Like, and that, I think we have so much shit on the internet already. Like, if you read news articles, they may as well be written by ChatGPT. The people writing them are just as fucking stupid. Yep. In my eyes. Like, you've been told what to write, you write it that way, and you're not...
And most of the time, it's not even their opinion.
Yeah, you're not thinking for yourself. Yep. Like, oh, fuck, I copped one last night, and I went, get fucked. I literally said, get fucked at my phone when I read it. I'm going to get it up. I'm going to show you it. Because I screenshotted it and sent to one of my mates. Of course, it's something to do with fucking... the vaccine shit. But, man, I honestly, I never put my phone on the podcast as well. So sorry, everyone, because I never do this.
It's a technology podcast, you know?
I had to. Okay, so initially we thought all COVID was just a respiratory illness. Sadly, it's more complicated. Then the fucking subheading, here's the proof anti-vaxxers have got it all wrong.
What?
And I read the article and I was like, cunt, it's so irrelevant to anyone in Australia. Right. It's based off fucking shit in Korea. So the first iteration of COVID, which, as anyone who knows anything about a fucking virus, the longer it's out, the longer it morphs, the weaker it gets. Yep. So we're talking like the alpha fucking version of COVID has done heaps of damage. Yeah, cunt, we know. That was actually fucking people up.
Yeah, by the time it got to Australia.
It was Delta.
Yeah.
It was dog shit.
Yeah.
No, get vaccinated. Have you seen what the thing there? They're actually like gaslighting the public, because I was reading it going, oh, you're saying that the vaccine's done no damage, and they're like, have you noticed that all-cause mortality's up? But you're basing this off data in Korea, but all-cause mortality is up in Australia. We didn't get alpha. We didn't get fucking beta. Yep. We got delta and vaccines. And the fucking more than 90% of the population got vaccinated. Why is our all-cause mortality up? We're fucking dying. You can't say, oh, in Korea where they had the first iteration, that more people are dying there because of the disease, not the vaccine. Can't use your brain. You look at all the data. That is like, them articles, that's cherry-picking data to prove your point.
Yep.
Not looking at the whole fucking data
Confirmation
set.
bias is at its finest.
That is literally what it is. I was reading that going, you can't.
Yep.
There's going to be people that read that and believe it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I hate you because you've taken small chunks that don't actually associate. You're going, this is me correct.
I'll send you something later. I was watching something earlier today and they were talking about, they did this, had this sign and it was like, one side had skin cream, yes or no, and because this person had a rash, and then it just had random numbers on there, right? When they did the skin cream, everyone got the answer correct, right?
Yeah.
And then they changed it to like gun control and did it in America. And as soon as they changed the topic, even though the numbers were exactly the same, everything was exactly the same, everyone's political views came in and more people got the answer, like a considerably amount more people got the answer wrong because they had that confirmation bias. They just wanted to believe what they wanted to believe.
Yeah.
And then the irony is he went and asked everyone afterwards, he's like, you know, it was a political topic. Do you believe if the evidence was in your not in your favour, you would have sat there and taken it? They're like, yeah, of course, I'm open-minded.
That's the one that blows my mind.
Yeah.
Open-minded is like, yeah, but you literally just won't.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was so funny. It was like, how?
Oh, dude. Yeah. I recently seen something where like all the fines that were dished out in Australia are getting paid back during COVID. Millions of dollars of fines that were dished out were unlawful and getting paid back. I was like, oh, why didn't someone keep me at their job then, motherfuckers?
I want to be looking at that.
The company that fucking fired me doesn't even exist anymore, so fucking sucked in, cunts.
I got a $50,000 fine because of COVID. Stoked about that.
Well, you'll get paid back. There you go.
I'll be looking at that.
Yeah, literally everyone's getting paid back. They said everything has to.
Yeah, I'll be looking at that for sure.
What was your one for?
Basically, as I'm sure you know, the COVID caused my business to go under.
Yes. Yeah.
We went from fucking like 40 staff to broke overnight.
Yeah. Yeah, because you cannot be in shopping centres anymore.
No, it stops it. But the thing they didn't take into consideration is if you have 40 staff, you got a lot of fucking bills.
Very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I just started that door knocking company 2 weeks before the lockdowns. Cunts.
Oh man, it was the most hectic time. I remember like lost a contract because we couldn't go in. And I'm like, oh, maybe another one will do it. And then so I called up all these different people, got a contract, and then an hour later lost it.
Yeah.
I got another one, an hour later lost it because no one wanted to.
They're like, no, it's essential. Everyone's going to die. And that's what we all thought. It was like, fuck, people are dying like flies. Dickheads.
Man,
that was the best fear-mongering thing that ever happened. I can't believe how quickly people turned. It was wild. That made me realize how robotic the world is. I think that really changed my view on just like how much I believe that NPCs exist. I was like, bro, there's just the most insane things going on and no one's even... Like I'd find the data and just go, hey, I'm looking at this. Are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Because I'm looking at it going, this is saying that doesn't do any damage to kids. This is government data. This isn't shit I made up. This isn't me changing anything.
doesn't do any damage to kids, but no kids under 12 can have it.
Like, give the kids under 12, like, vaccines. And I was like, I'm looking at this going, it literally doesn't do any damage to them. Why would we give them a vaccine if it does no damage? Oh, we've got to protect older people. Well, then the vaccine doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because the vaccine stops people from getting sick. So if you're worried about someone getting sick that doesn't have it, but you're going to get sick when you do have it, that doesn't work. I was like, why am I am I retarded? Am I fucked in the head? Am I doing this wrong? Am I saying something wrong here?
There's two things I want to talk about with that, right? The first one is the issue with the way that it got handled, and I'm sure you're going to agree with me, is if it ever happens again and there's a disease.
Done. Same thing.
No, I don't think it's going to.
I don't know, man. I think there's a degree.
People are so annoyed at the way it got handled. And I think if it happens again, there's going to be a lot more fight.
I don't know. So, like, I know a lot of people that are still like, yeah, we got fucked over. But how quickly people turned back then.
Yeah, well, that's going to be my next point, right?
Everyone was just like, no, you're fucked. What are you doing? And
I'm like, go back to your favourite thing, Nazis.
Well, I was telling people, this is Nazi Germany, motherfuckers. I can't go to the pub. This is like you're segregating me from a side, and people are like, you're being a fucking idiot. And I was like, I don't know if you know this, but I don't have a job and I'm sitting at home alone, and it's pretty fucking shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to shoot up something.
Yeah.
Have you ever peer pressured someone into doing drugs, motherfucker? Because you're doing it to me now.
Yeah, I got forced to get 4 vaccines. I had to because because when I had the business, I had to fly back and forth all the time. They wouldn't let me get on a plane otherwise. But yeah, if we go back to Nazi Germany, my favourite, and not my favourite, people look at that period of time and they're like, how the hell did it happen? Like, why did everyone just let it go on? I'd be the saviour. I'd not do this. But then you had people calling.
Bro, I was calling cunts. I was like, you're doing what they're doing. And they're like, no, you're ridiculous. I'm like, can't. Look at this.
I know people used to work for the police call centre and they'd get phone calls every day saying people aren't wearing their masks and this type of stuff. Like, when we look back at history and people go,
I wouldn't dob them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would, dude.
Obviously you would.
Like, how easily were you convinced that we were the enemy?
Yeah.
That's all it was. I was the enemy. How were you? You were convinced I was the enemy. There was people I knew that were genuine assholes to me that I'm like, you're done. I cannot be friends with you.
Yeah.
Because of this now.
I just think it's crazy. Like, people like, no one would react like that. But
everyone did.
Yeah.
Majority of cunts did. I mean, WA specifically, the vaccine rate was like 96%, 98% or something. No, it was like 99.5% or some shit. What? That means I'm below 1% of people in this fucking state that don't have it.
I feel like a lot of people like myself got forced it.
Oh, yeah, everyone got forced it. Like, there is no doubt in the force. Like, I think there was people that just went, like me, I was like, you can't force me to do shit. I'll go broke. I don't give a fuck. Like...
Yeah, I think for me, I was very stressed at the time. I had like 40 staff that were depending on me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not...
It wasn't just you.
I'm like, I'm not going to destroy all these people's lives because my beliefs are not to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, so I'll be like, fuck all you cunts. Sorry, motherfuckers.
Sorry you're not eating.
We're going to figure a way around this, and if we don't, you guys got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like,
you're
maybe we're making a stand here. Yeah. That was my thought. And then, yeah, look, fuck. It hasn't even come back to do anything great for me now. Like, the bonus is I don't have that shit in me.
I think it's going to fuck a lot of people.
It has. It already has.
Yep.
The data is insane.
Yep.
It's there's this old dude, this nurse that I was watching, a doctor. He's a doctor. Like, he's got a PhD in nursing.
Yep.
So a doctorate in nursing. Full old cunt, pommy. And he was reporting the facts from the start. But he was pretty slow on it as well. Like, I was looking at shit before he was looking at it and kind of like making the connections that he ends up making like 6 months down the line. But I was interested because he was literally just getting the data and going, oh yeah, this is happening. He was go get vaccinated for fucking so long. And I watched him turn.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's seeing what we're seeing. And I was like, this is mental. And now the cunt's like a full conspiracy theorist, like doing a YouTube channel, and it's like deep down the hole. And I was like, wow, this really just, you watch it turn people.
Yeah. Well,
because like the trust is broken.
Yeah. Well, you probably know this from running sales teams, right? However you incentivize people is what you get. Yeah. The government incentivized companies.
And not just incentivizes it. It started off as incentives.
Oh, no.
And then it reversed it into punishments.
Well, yeah, but like with like nursing homes and that type of stuff, if someone died, the government paid them out.
Oh, yeah. It was if someone got vaccinated, they paid them out.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, so not only does the vaccination company make money from selling you the fucking vaccine, but then everyone who enforces this thing gets paid by you. No wonder we've got fucking heaps of inflation, cunts.
Yeah, I wonder why we're struggling.
I don't know why the cost of living went up, cunt, when we spent billions of dollars on fucking injections for hell.
Yeah, saw that coming.
Yeah, dude, very obvious.
But yeah, it's nuts. Like when you're incentivizing nursing homes and incentivizing that type of stuff to say that
greed will take over.
Yeah, exactly. Like they know some of these people didn't die from COVID. I'm not going to say everyone didn't, but some of them definitely didn't.
I don't think there's a person in Australia that died from COVID. I think everything was with. And they even said that when they were reporting it on the news. I remember saying to people like, they're saying with.
Yeah.
Well, they're not saying from, they're saying with. Like that's what they're actually saying. That's their words.
Yeah.
I was like, I understand the English language enough to know that with isn't from.
From, yeah.
Yeah, if you die in a car crash with COVID.
Well, that's what was happening. And,
yeah.
And people getting paid from it. It's like you're now incentivizing people to say that the person died.
Yeah. So you can pump up your data so you can be like, do it.
Yeah.
Inject yourself with hell.
Yeah. I'd be very interested to see what comes of it, man, because like...
Oh, we're there. We're at the point, no one cares.
Well, I think like 10 years from now, we will see effects from it. Like if you look at like, what was it called? Remember that injection they used to give women that were having kids and then the kids started coming out morphed?
Nah, which one was that?
God, I'll look it up.
There's a bunch of these things that no one knows about, but
Yeah, but this one was like very prominent. They were giving it to the parents in childbirth, and then everything was fine. And then when the kids had kids, that all come out.
and then they're like, it's too late. Deal with it.
Yeah,
You shouldn't have fucked your sister.
yeah, it's like they were from Tasmania.
That was your fault, not ours, I swear. But that period of time made me look into like computers more and go like, all right, why are we like so robotic in action and less thought taking, and why doesn't everyone think, outside the box per se?
Yeah, well, I'll find it when we're off camera. Yeah.
And I think I look at this, you look in normal houses, right? Straight edges everywhere. Right? In a house, we don't build bent walls.
True.
We don't build angled walls even more. Like pyramids, they're angled. No one knows how them cunts are built. But like in a house, you get an angled roof, yeah?
Yep.
That's it, just to run the water off. But inside the house, everything's straight and a corner.
Square. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Same as a computer. And it's like if you look at furniture, like couches, yeah, they've got cushions that are bent. But most other bits of furniture in your house are straight. A modern style house is corners.
Yep.
A traditional style house was like, fuck, we just didn't know how to make straight lines, so we just did whatever we could.
We made it wavy on purpose.
Yeah, just because you couldn't do it. We didn't know what the fuck to do, Or maybe it was just like the hippie era of like the 70s where everyone was like cooked, so I was like, yeah, let's do it. But I look back and I go, fucking, like what? Okay, we've got these straight lines. Computers run off straight lines. You get a curved line in a computer. Do you really get it apart from like the longitudinal data or something where it like bends over time, which is a bunch of straight lines creating a curve?
Yeah, fair.
Does anything go bent? Like, is there like a computer code where it's just like from 1 to 2 or from 1 to 0 where it bends? It's always just a very
linear.
Yeah, and binary.
Yep.
Like, why is this the world we live in?
I don't know.
Why is this how a computer works? It's killing me.
The way the world works at the moment,
Yeah, well, I think we base humanity off or computers based off how humanity works.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have been able to go, we can make a computer do this shit if people weren't doing it first.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do we automate humanity?
Well, that's going to be the next stage, is if we're coming up with a computer that doesn't work on the way that we think.
Well, I guess that's the idea of what a quantum computer is.
Yeah.
But I was looking up something about how quantum computers, how encryption works. And encryption, you can actually hack encryption.
Yes.
It's just the fact that it's so long, right? And then a quantum computer, because one bit becomes a qubit, which is realistically, instead of it being one yes or no, it's 16 yes or no's. Yeah. So it's like if you can do 16 yes or no's at the space of one, so it can but it's not even that it can do 16 yes or no's, it's that everything is a yes and everything is a no. So it automatically knows the answer instantly because it's quantum.
Yeah, it's it's nuts.
It cooks me. I'm like, so we just know the answer if we have a quantum computer?
So there's ones that
because every answer is correct and wrong.
There's one that they created that transmits with light now. There's a computer that transmits data with light.
Well, I mean, that's how we transmit data.
Yeah, but true.
We're doing it already.
Yeah, it's there's some crazy inventions, man.
But that's all of it. You mean it's like, well, that's like the internet. Actually, that was a question I was going to bring you on to. Do you understand in like detail how the internet works?
Yeah.
Can you explain it to me?
Yeah. Okay.
My understanding is cooked of it.
All right. So basically, there's all these places around the world that have data centers, right?
Yep.
Right. Each data center has its own IP address, right? And we have like DHCP, which is essentially puts it to a name. So when we're searching Google, we're not actually searching Google. We're searching 101, whatever that might be, right? There's actually cables that run all under the ocean.
To Australia, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Literally yesterday, actually. Someone was like, hey, man, we're not running off satellites, we're running off cables. And I was like, what?
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah. So all these data centers are all attached to each other via these cables that run through the ocean, right? So when you get on your computer and you search something up, you say it's Google, you send a request off to this data center. If we're going for Google US rather than Google Australia, it then sends the request all the way over to America through the cables on the floor, on the ground, under the ocean, and then it then sends it back to your computer. And that's like when you ping something, and it's like that's the packets that it's sending.
Yeah.
The packets of data. That's the basically how it works. It's just a really, really big encyclopedia.
So so all stored somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But then say we've got like Wi-Fi.
Yep.
That is just emitting signal constantly, right? So we're all inside the signal.
Yeah. You know, Australia came up with Wi-Fi too.
Yeah, it was a chick. Yeah, I do know that. Still don't understand how it works without being like very conspiratorial that we're just inside wavelengths.
Well, there's wavelengths everywhere. Like you have
Everything, yeah.
radio waves, we have gamma rays, we have there's wavelengths everywhere. We just can't see them.
We cannot see any of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, how useless are we at seeing anything? It's like our perception of reality is even close to what is reality.
Well, it's interesting you say that. Like one of the things that I enjoy in philosophy, or one of the theories that I enjoy, it's one of the reasons that we should never be able to come to the truth is because we always see things through our own perspective, right?
Yeah.
Like even when we even when people speak about God, they put it as a person because that's all we understand.
We don't understand a multidimensional being that can be fucking...
Yeah. They're like, oh, he or she or this. They always put these human words to it because that's as far as our brain can handle.
I've quite literally got a joke about God, and I had to force myself that every time I said he, to say God instead.
Yep.
Because I was like, no, it's not he, it's God. If you're going to make the joke, you've got to refer to God as God, not as a he or a she or a fucking thing. It's God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy, especially when we go into like the philosophy part. Like how do we understand something when we
don't
have a filter that we look at everything through?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
we have a very dense filter too.
Yeah.
Not even like if you look at what we can see from light, like on a fucking wavelength scale, it's nothing.
Yeah.
And even the most confusing part about it is sound and light are both wavelengths.
Yeah. And same like off the bricks, for example, there's gamma rays coming off it, which we can't see. And if we would actually look at the room and we could see everything, it would be full.
Oh, it'd be cool. Yeah, we wouldn't. I don't even understand how we move around in everything that's around. So that's where I go, like, we're not even things.
Yeah.
We're just energy perceiving ideas.
It's nuts when you really think about it. Like,
how am I not God?
how am I not God? Or even like the table, for example, being all these particles that are constantly vibrating, but yet where you can sit at it and not
and bouncing in and out of existence.
Yeah.
Like, they're vibrating at an atomic level, but then below that, it's quarks and planks going in and out, yes and no, on and off.
And this is solid, but the wavelengths aren't, and we can just walk through that.
Yeah. The more I think about that, the more I'm like, eventually, I can figure out how to walk through walls.
I'd love to see it.
Oh, dude, me too.
I'd love to see the practice too.
Well, it's not. It's like. Have you heard of Hermes Trismegistus?
No.
Okay, so Hermes Trismegistus might have been Thoth, the Egyptian god.
Yeah.
There's a belief that it's the same person, but it's like
Hermes was the messenger, right?
no, Hermes might be God. Hermes, like, it's very odd of what Hermes Trismegistus is, but wrote a bunch of writings back in the day, and then in 1901, the three initiates formed a book called the Kybalion, which is just the principles, which was supposedly always handed down to secret societies over time, but then they eventually put it into a book in 1901.
Yep.
And the first principle is everything is mental.
Everything is mental.
Everything is mental, right? So everything that exists is just thought.
Yep.
And everything can be controlled by thought because it is just thought. And then I was like, well, then I can walk through walls. Right? That's where that goes. And I'm like, but how do I do it? And I just keep going with that, but we literally nothing is still. Nothing
It's true, yeah.
exists, but everything exists. So
I can walk through walls.
why can't I walk through walls?
That's a great question.
It plagues me. That and how computers work. Both them two things, man.
Once I figure out how computers work, I will be able to walk through walls.
Honestly, I kind of think that. I kind of go like, if you can understand how the fact that zeros and ones can be asked questions that are made out of zeros and ones, that can answer questions that are made out of zeros and ones, then you go, all right, I get it. Everything's code, which is just energy, which is just movement. So I can walk through walls. I can figure that out.
Man, it's nuts. Like when you look at, if we go back to like the NLP, right, which is like our most advanced computer method at the moment.
Yeah.
We're talking about the computer's making a trillion permutations in a millisecond. So like, think of like a giant decision tree, right?
Yeah, that's wild.
And that's what it is. It's a giant decision tree that connects a trillion times.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, I've got to speak to you something off camera.
Yep.
Maybe do it on camera.
Up to you.
No, we'll do it off. Because I might not do it again, and I might wait 10 years to do it. But we'll talk about that after. Sucked in, cunts. You can find that if I do it. I don't know if I will. You might have heard this thing before. I might have rang it up before, but now I know that it's actually way more easier to do this idea. Actually, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever thought about how big $1 million is?
Yeah.
Like, but also how small it is?
Compared to a trillion, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I think I tried to like calculate 1 million days once, and I was like, no human lives that.
Yep.
That's too long. But then you're like, but people are like $1 million is an achievable amount of money to get. And nowadays $1 million isn't even ridiculous.
One of my favorite ever experiments that someone's done is they did people's wealth with grains of rice. So
yeah.
1 grain of rice is $10,000, and they did like a million.
$1 billion to $1 billion to $1 million, you're like, can't.
Yeah.
That's fucked. It's literally insane.
Yeah. Well, like 1 grain of rice was, I'd say $100,000, and then you have like Elon Musk, which is like,
yeah, just a mountain. You're like, hey, what?
You're like, oh.
I've seen that exact video.
Yeah, and it changed the way I look at numbers.
I did this thing a long time ago, which I'm going to talk to you off camera. But it was, I just got obsessed with like $1 million. The thought came from, if I can sell 1 million things at $1, I'll make $1 million.
Yep.
Or if I sell one thing at $1 million, I make $1 million.
Yep.
I was like, well, I think it's going to be easy to sell 1 million things at $1.
Yep.
And sell one at $1 million. Incorrect. Very incorrect. That's not fucking true. Because selling 1 million things is fucking insane.
Yeah. Well, people have a limiting belief that like, when you look at products, like some people spend millions of dollars a day.
Yeah. Billions of dollar days getting spent.
Yeah.
As we speak.
Like I remember I sat down with the guy who runs Amp Control. I don't know if you know who Amp Control are, but they're like the biggest battery manufacturer for mine sites and all that type of stuff. So like we were sitting down and he was talking to me about how his payroll is currently, what did he say? About $1.5 million a week.
Jesus. Bucking the payroll.
Just his payroll.
Jesus.
And like when you put that in perspective, like you can imagine the amount of money he spends, like when he needs to buy something.
Oh, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Would like, you want to buy some chips? Yeah, can I?
But your bills go up, man. Like when we got to 10 million, right, which is what all the business combined got to 10 million, nothing really changed. And what I mean by that is like you still spend money, but all it changes is the zero.
Yeah.
You still spend $20,000 here, but it doesn't feel like a big spend because it's still needed.
It's in relation to what you've got.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way that I really grasped that was when I started playing poker.
Yep.
So like in poker, everything is big blinds.
Yep.
So your big blinds could be 100, 200, or they could be $1, $2.
Yep.
You don't play the game based on your $1, $2 or your 100, 200. You play the game based on your big blinds. You take the factor of the amount of money you're playing with out of the case.
Yep.
Unless you're playing against someone who cares about money.
Yeah. And then you use it against them.
Then you can use it against them, right? Because if you don't play the game based on the rules of the game and how the fucking concept of the game works, you lose. Because everything can be used against you. If you go, this is how the game is played, this is how I win, I have to take the fucking actual quantity of money out of it and go, this is the fucking the basics of it, et cetera, et cetera. That's how all the pros conquer.
Have you seen Daniel Negreanu play poker? It's
Oh.
just one of my favorite things. I'm not even a big poker fan, but fuck, I love watching him play poker.
He's so outclassed now.
Yeah.
Because he was a person player for years and years, still is. And there's cunts that are just nerds.
Yeah.
Like there's a thing called GTO, which is Game Theory Optimum.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what's the perfect way to play this? And then there's people that play that plus playing as a player.
Yeah, well, and that's why I love him. It has nothing to do with his. And don't get me wrong, his poker skills are just.
He still knows how to
like,
fucking calculate everything super fast and all that.
His ability to read the player in front of him is just nothing like.
Knows exactly what their play was, how they did it, you're like, can't. You got it.
Like especially like when he sits down and he just goes, "All right, you've got king queen. Do I beat king queen?" And he just says it out loud.
Yeah. But he knows that that's going to fuck with him.
Yeah.
There was a guy, what was his name? There was this one cunt who was just a loudmouth fuckhead. And he was so enjoyable to watch because he didn't shut the fuck up. the whole time I was on tape, was just talking shit the whole time. And I was like, dude, you are just a weapon. And it would toast people. Like, people would get angry. And it's like, he's beating you now.
Did you watch Kevin Hart play?
Yeah.
Same thing. He just the whole time, and then he won because.
Well, actually, when I was over in Melbourne recently, I played in a poker tournament for the first time in, they reckon, 2 years. I was like, no way. Or it must have been 2 years with that company. And legit, like, was drunk, had been drinking all day. Me and my other friend also, we made friends playing poker.
Yep.
Blind. For some reason we got put on the same table, and I was like, they shouldn't have done this.
This is going to be a mistake.
Yeah, this is a bad idea. We sat down at the table. Within 4 hands, had told everyone how they play.
Yeah.
I was like, you've got no fucking idea. He's like, how do you know? And I was like, I bet you're fucking from out of town. I bet you came here to watch the fucking races because we're over there during Melbourne Cup. And I was like, and you were like, fucking let's go gamble on some poker. And he's like, cunt. Yeah, I'm fucking from New Zealand. I run a dairy farm over there. And I was like, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, he's like, how did you know? And I was like, because you're
money now.
I was like, because you're scared.
Yeah.
And I was like, and all you're doing is watching. You've got no clue what's going on. And I can see your brain just tickling. And he's like, huh? I could see he was like, how the fuck did you get that? Like, you're drunk and talking shit the whole time, and you're paying that much attention to my fucking face. And then there was others. I was like, there was 2 people on the table. I was like, you cunts know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And neither of them said anything. They were just like you can see they're like, can't.
Prick.
But then, they're like, fuck. He's figured us out. And then when I got into a hand with one of them, because they knew that I knew what they knew, they believed that I was going to beat them because I'd already had them figured out. And I bluffed the fuck out of them. I was like, sucked in. I knew you were going to fold because you know what's going on. These cunts aren't going to fold, so I can't do the same shit to them.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
can I just get you to move that?
Yeah.
There you go.
I played chess competitively for a long time, and I always felt that sometimes playing people who didn't know how to play was harder than playing people who knew how to play.
Yeah, because they're not playing the rules.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, there is people I know that refuse to play people that don't play in poker. I was like, you just got to dial it back.
Yeah.
You're trying to play this game that you want them to play so you can beat them.
Yeah, you're playing chess while they're playing checkers. Like,
get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
Just dial it back. Just be like, all right, they're dumb. So how do you beat someone that's dumb?
Yep. Well, that's what happens. You're like, oh, I've pegged this person for king, queen, king, ace, king this. And you're like, all right, they've got through 7.
Yeah.
Like,
duh. Dude, every time. There's a friend of mine who invited me to a poker game recently. He's like, oh, you should come. We started up ages ago, and the guy who was running it got all shitty because I kept bringing my drunk mates, and they don't know how to play properly, so he got annoyed because it was like, that's because he can't beat bad people.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, he's really good. I was like, I know really good players that refuse to play bad players because they don't know how to dial it back.
Yeah.
They expect them to believe this shit. They expect them to have any knowledge. I was like, you're playing kids, bro.
Yeah.
They're newbies. Play them like they're newbies. Know that they're going to call your bluff because they don't realize you're bluffing.
Yeah.
They have no idea what's going on.
And they're going to bluff all the time because they don't know how to play.
And then you just got to beat them. It's like, it's fucking, But I think that's, you're losing a capability in yourself. You're not like, hey, man, I've got to play this because it's free money. Man, when you play people that don't know how to play and you know how to beat them.
It is free money.
It's free money.
Yep.
It's so good. I was blind drunk at this poker tournament and came 5th. And I hadn't played in 2 years, they reckon.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I was like, we're drinking green milk while fucking playing. I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, Midorian milk, please.
Midorian milk.
They're like, what are you doing? Just got to drink some green milk while I play, you guys.
Well, I beat you guys. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that added to the pain. Where it's like, why is this moron drinking green milk kicking my ass?
Milk, please. I've always wanted to run a poker thing every couple of weeks, to be honest. One of my good friends does it, but I've never got a chance to go there. But yeah, I've always wanted to.
It's hard to like be consistent. Like I went pretty deep for like 2 years. And then when I found out what the pay rates of like the kind of like the pro players in Perth was, I was like, oh man, this isn't inspiring.
Yeah, I'd play for fun. I wouldn't don't get me wrong, I'm happy to play for money, that type of stuff, but I wouldn't do it professionally.
Nah, I mean
like if you're like Daniel Negreanu, you make some money.
He makes most of his money off sponsorships.
Yeah.
So like if you look at his and I haven't done this in years, so I could be very wrong, but I remember back then he was breaking even on tournament winnings. So
what?
Yeah. And a lot of poker players get staked as well. So like they'll sell their action, as they call it. So they'll be like, oh yeah, my buy-in's $100,000, and they might own a fucking 10 grand of that, and 90K is other people putting money in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then they get paid a percentage of the winnings. But he was like breaking even on tournament entries versus wins.
Wow.
And you're like, but this cunt's a millionaire. What's going on?
Yeah.
It's all the sponsorships. So it's like, and there's like the shit they don't post. So tournament winnings and like cash games are two different worlds.
Yes.
Because there's like high stakes cash games that are going on when there's like some fish or whale
They just want to have fun.
come in that's like billionaire fucking, I just want to play with fucking the stars.
Yep.
And then they're like, dope. Done.
And they don't care about losing money. They just want to have a good time.
Yeah, they're having the fun and they're just getting caned. But they're like, this is still fun. But yeah, wild times. What was the question I started off with that? I can't remember now. There was some main point and I got fully distracted with poker. That's a fun point. I think poker as a whole, actually, this is not what I had in mind, but I'm going to go there, proves that people can still exist when computers exist. Because you can play poker against computers all day long. But it's not fun.
Yep.
You play against people, it is.
Yep.
So I think I shouldn't say it's not fun because we still have way more poker machines in casinos and people are addicted to the spin.
I'm not even going there.
It's fun. It's quite funny that they exist. And man, I used to walk through the casino when I was like kind of broke, and you'd go in there and I'd just look at the people on the poker machines and I was like, all right, how do I convince them to put the money in my pocket instead of in the machines? That was like a motivator. I was like, how do I make this happen? What's going on there? What do I need to give you? So instead of you burning that money here at a flashy light, it comes to my pocket instead of this boon corporation that doesn't do anything for you at all.
They should be illegal, man. Poker machines.
I don't agree with anything being illegal. I think everything should be
fair.
legal, and every human should have the right to choose their stupidity.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the guy in Las Vegas, the premier of Las Vegas or whatever the hell it is, that's what they've done. I'm pretty sure.
What, just made everything legal?
Oh, that's what they've done, or that's what he wanted to do. One or the other. He used to be the lawyer for the mob, for the mob.
Yeah. No, Vegas is probably one of the best places to gamble because they've got more regulation than anywhere else. If you go to America and you go to like an Indian reservation casino, you're not getting money out sometimes. I've watched some pretty wild shit, and you're like, dude, it's mental. But even because I watch a couple of card counters do blackjack and shit.
Yep.
Literally just go and rinse casinos. Because if you get good at blackjack and they know who you are,
they'll just ban you.
they just ban you.
Yep.
And these cunts go in costumes and shit, and they're like, it's fucking crazy. You're like, this is insane. You've just figured out how to beat them at their own game, but
it's illegal.
they can happily say no to you, and that's legal.
Yeah, I know that's fucked up.
It shouldn't be legal that card counters can be backed off.
Yep.
That, I think, is bullshit.
Yeah, because it's not against the law. All you figured out how to do is beat them at their own game.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why can't you play? At that point, the government is allowing casinos to rinse money from people without people having the opportunity to get it back.
Yep.
Because there's people that are gone, I figured your math.
It's predatory business. It shouldn't be. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it's
I think in that case, there's the part where you could be like, nah, level the playing field. But then obviously some casinos wouldn't exist.
Most
in that case, good. No, I don't think it's most, man, because I think there's always a way. Like when it comes to blackjack, right? Crown, Perth, you can't card count blackjack there. They've got a 4-deck auto shuffler for every hand. So every hand, you're getting 4 decks, new cards.
Yeah.
So once that hand's played out, the level you can count to is nothing. So it's pointless. But if you're going to a place that runs an old school shoe, you can count cards. I openly was on a cruise ship for my 30th birthday and was telling them I was counting cards. I openly I'm going to count cards and I'm going to win here.
I think there are people that can count 4 decks.
You can count 4 decks if it's not auto shuffled and reused every turn.
Oh, okay. So you're saying the cards go back in, it gets shuffled again, so it's impossible. Yeah.
It's literally you can get 10 cards out or you can get 30 cards out.
But if you put them back in, it doesn't matter.
They go back straight back in.
Yeah.
So it's the count's gone. So you can sit at the end of the table and you can count, the whole thing to there, but
you're not getting anything, really.
it's really not you're not getting a massive advantage. You're never getting an advantage play. But openly saying it on the cruise ship, I'm counting cards.
Yeah.
And I was telling some other cunts what to do, and I was like, surely I'm going to get told off for this soon. But
Surely we're getting thrown off the boat.
I was blind in a Beetlejuice costume, so I think they were like, whatever, cunt.
Yeah, sure you are.
I was like, yeah, well. I did end up leaving. I played poker on that ship blind. I was ordering 2 drinks at a time, going gum.
Milk.
Getting cunts on the table. I was drinking rum and cokes at that point. We drank the boat out of rum.
It should have been green milk.
No, green milk.
Every time we play poker, it should be green milk from now on.
It's hard to drink a lot of green milk.
Oh, absolutely.
It gets pretty like, your body's like, no more milk, you sick cunt. Stop it.
I don't think of anything worse than just like 4 litres of green milk for the
I
night.
don't think you'd get 4 litres in, dude. We bought a carton of mudslides.
Yep.
Couldn't get through it. 3 of us couldn't get through a carton of that. I think I got through like 6 and I was like, dude, I won't go in.
When I used to
I
own
don't drink it anymore.
when I used to own my supplement store it feels like a different life ago. That's how we used to, because I did powerlifting as well.
Yeah.
That's how we used to bulk, because I was quite poor.
It's milk.
Yeah, milk. 2 litres of milk every day before bed. Just add some protein powder to it, 2 litres of milk.
It's a lot of milk.
It was a lot of milk, and it was not easy. Towards the end, like at first, so after that, your body gets used to it. So it was
You're
fine,
like, this is what we're doing.
we're doing 2 litres of milk. Just looking back at it now, man, you're just like, why would I do that?
Bulk.
The bulk.
I get bulk. I reckon we wrap it up with one weird question to do with machine learning. What's the difference between machine learning and AI? Like AI is artificial intelligence. Machine learning is it learning.
Yep.
So how can you kind of differentiate them both, really?
They are quite different,
Yeah.
but they're also the same. So machine learning is how you get to artificial intelligence,
Okay. Yeah.
right? So the machine learns and then gets to that position. So like when we talk about
So AI is the final result of machine learning, pretty much.
yes and no.
Okay.
And that's kind of why it gets a little bit confusing, right? So NLP, like we were talking about before, like that model, that's a machine learning model that then creates the artificial intelligence background, right?
Yep.
But you can have things that, like linear regression, like different machine learning models that can be used to do predictions and mathematical formulas that aren't artificial intelligence.
Like a calculator. No? Okay.
Not really.
No. Okay.
So like what?
Not like an Excel spreadsheet then, maybe.
No, still more than that.
Still more than that, okay.
So like,
I'm trying to dumb it down.
yeah. So like to give an example of what I'm trying to do with the machine learning model at the moment, maybe it'll help change, right? So you've got AI that you just talk to and it talks back and it acts like a human and tries to figure out problems for you. What I'm doing in the machine learning at the moment, you know my background's not-for-profit, right?
Yeah.
So I'm reaching out to a lot of non-for-profits at the moment, trying to get access to their data. And then what I'm doing is I'm using a machine learning algorithm to enrich their data. So when they call people, they know whether or not this person's going to say yes or no.
Yeah. Yeah. They know more from the previous information they've got.
Yes. So the machine learning model will give it a score on whether or not this person's likely to score or not.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. I feel like that would ruin shit for salespeople. Because there'd be so many salespeople calling, thinking that there's no chance when there probably is a chance, and there'd be so many people.
You wouldn't give it to the salespeople.
Okay.
So what you do?
Yeah, that makes sense then.
What you do is you'd use
You keep doing your job, monkeys.
you'd use it to buy data.
Yeah.
So you only want to buy the best data, but you definitely wouldn't tell your salespeople. You wouldn't be like, just so you know, this guy 2%.
Yeah, because
They just hang straight up.
yeah, they're not even going to call it. I wouldn't call it. I'd be
wouldn't
like,
call them either.
that's not a deal. It's like, I'm not going to say what I was about to say. Also, have you seen ChatGPT now has the woman that speaks.
Yes.
I seen something when GPT first came out that was Google's sales, not a sales one,
Pixel thing.
it was someone booking an appointment.
That was the Pixel. Them talking about how they can use the Pixel Assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long before we remove phone salespeople for just AIs? I've tested one on myself already. I still could tell the difference.
So there was one that was that good that you'd never be able to tell the difference. So
Really?
I had one that I was going to replace a lot of my staff with.
Yeah.
It got a huge fine.
Fine.
Huge fine.
Why?
So Wine Selectors were the company that they chose to demo with.
Yep.
And it
I
was
used to work for them.
It was fantastic. Like you would not be able to tell. It was laughing at the customer. It was making the customer joke thing. The customer was like, "No, my husband would kill me," and it was
Yeah, rejection handling like a weapon.
like you would like your top salesperson.
Yeah. Well, I look at it and go, it would be because it's got no emotion.
Yes.
Like, not being able to objection handle is your emotion going,
Fear.
let this person go.
Yeah,
Stop being an asshole.
Yep.
Let him be.
And that's kind of why I got this big fine. And there's this is ethics thing that's getting brought in at the moment with the sales. Because what happened was it called up someone who was a recovering alcoholic.
Ooh.
And then the person's like, hey, I can't do this call, I'm a recovering alcoholic. He goes, oh, that's fantastic. Why don't we get you a discount?
Just objection handled the fuck out of it.
Yeah. He goes,
dude,
well,
that's so bad. Okay,
it's fine. It's like, if you're a recovering alcoholic, you're going to buy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, that's fantastic. Why don't we get you a discount? And
you're not going to beat the ale unless you hang up on it.
Yes.
Because it's not hanging up on you.
Yes.
Fuck.
So like,
okay, yeah, I see where you're
huge fine, and the company that was doing it went out of business. But like, you could not tell. Like I was.
So what if we go with something less immoral, right? Like charity.
Yep.
You've got. Well, would they get a fine for it? Is it immoral? If a charity can like beat a human being into donating as much money as possible, like that's what the church does already.
No one's going to like me saying this, especially, but I understand not-for-profit. It's been my background for fucking years and years and years. They care more about their brand than they do anything else.
Yeah, that's because that's how they get donations.
Right. So Red Cross, for example, their brand, it's thought that just that like Red Cross emblem is worth over $1 billion.
Yeah.
Right? So their concern would be if it did something like that and it caused brand reputational damage, they wouldn't allow it to happen.
Okay, yeah. Because it's like, hey, I can't get off the fucking phone call now. I've had to fucking donate and that's pissed me off.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's remove charity from the
like scammers are doing it?
Scammers are already doing it.
Yes, that's what I mean. So like when there's you get rid of the ethical boundaries completely.
Yeah. The scammer ones are so dog shit.
Because they're expensive. Like when
I imagine they'd be expensive.
When we were looking at like getting, it was still cheaper than a sales rep, but not by much.
Yeah, I think I got quoted one the other day. I'm not going to say your brand because I'm not using you, so sucked in. $2,000 to build the model, and then it was 3 cents a minute or some shit. So I was like, that's fuck all.
That's cheap. Yeah,
that's nothing. It might have been more, but whatever. It was still in the cents per minute. And it would book my appointments for me. So it would call any old leads, and I could set it to whatever, and whatever time frames. I could train it on everything I know, and it would call. But the thing was, I could hear the difference.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I can hear it, I could be burning calls that I could be making as a human being.
100%. And as you know, like you're selling trust at the end of the day, especially when you're in sales. So like if they know it's not.
And I'm sell fucking houses. Yeah. So it's like, if someone's like, I'm not comfortable talking to a fucking computer.
You might just burn the lead forever. Yep.
Yeah. And they might just go, these cunts just fucking use robots. I was like, all right, well, maybe not. I still, like, if there was one that was as good and I could give it enough data, I'd literally like plug into my podcast, listen to that. You know what my voice is, use all my fluctuations and everything.
I know another one that's pretty good. I'll talk to you off camera about it. But yeah, I know another one that's pretty.
Because there's a lot of like pointless phone calls that
you don't want to make. Yeah.
As a sales rep, you make 1,000 phone calls. If I could make 20, that would be dope.
Well, I think you want to make, 100%. I think what you want to do is kind of like we used to do appointment setting back in the day. You want to get the AI to make appointments for you so you can then talk to the qualified leads.
Yeah. Well, it's just take out all the extra. Like, give people the information they want, because a lot of people do just want information. And when you're doing a house, granny flats, there's no problem in me giving you information. I'm not like I'm not selling Foxtel no more. When Foxtel's like, I'm talking to you, you're probably going to buy it.
Yeah.
You own a TV,
you're qualified.
and you're getting this. No, it's not even you're qualified. It's like, how much did you spend on your TV? This was my thought process back in the day. I was like, you spent $2,000 on a fucking TV and you're watching the fucking antenna shit with your ad breaks. Get the fuck out of here.
It's like solar when solar first came in, where it's like, man, it
was free money.
You literally save money by signing this document. Like, come on.
Yeah. Man, the only reason I don't have solar on this house is because the math doesn't work. And you go, in some cases, I remember, because I've sold solar as well, you know that, you'd be like, there's no point buying this.
Yep.
Like, you don't use enough power in the last 2 years to
Yep.
justify having this for 10.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. They're like, well, but I want it. I'm like, I don't know why. Yeah. Like, the math doesn't work. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend you doing it, and I wouldn't buy it for you. But if you want to pay for it and you want to pay my commission, feel free.
Done.
Yep.
Take it. But it's pointless.
I'd still say no. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pointless. Like, I don't have solar on this house because there's no fucking point. And green energy, you can say all that shit all you want. Do you know what fucking charges the power plants can't? Yes, we might get some from the thing. Having solar, if it's not worth it money-wise, there's no point doing it yet.
They were still saying that because of the batteries that need to be created, it's still having as bad of an environmental impact as using coal.
Because the batteries don't even last that fucking long.
Yeah, and they...
Bullshit.
So like, I don't.
We're still fucking draining the floor of lithium, motherfuckers. We're still doing shit. I mean, I think the funniest thing about sustainability is how good of a fucking... there's a thing I learned from Tony Robbins back when I first started in sales. Appeal to people's nobility.
Yep.
And once I found out that, I was like, oh, man, I just started seeing what was being sold. Because it's like, oh, this is a noble cause to sell this. This is a noble cause to buy this. You can convince someone that they're doing the right thing by buying it, which is all charities.
Yep.
They'll do it because they feel good about themselves.
Yeah, we used to always tell our guys, people have an innate want to feel like they would be seen in a positive light. So they want an innate that everyone around them sees them as a good person.
Yeah. I'm good because I did this.
So especially when you start to use things like Jones theory, like everyone else is doing it. They're like, oh, well, if everyone else is doing it,
why not?
And they're all good people, I'm going to be a good person as well.
Yeah, I better do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I reckon wrap it up there.
Cool.
Anything that you need to promo? Is there anything you want to... Not yet?
Not yet.
Soon.
Soon.
Okay.
Definitely soon.
All right. Well, I'm going to do it again. The Violators, 23rd, 24th, 25th of January at Fringe. You can buy the tickets now. Go buy the tickets. Do it, please. All right, bye.